Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, I wasn't going to use this photo again, but then somebody pointed out to me that this is a picture and they titled it Dumb and Dumber. This video is just going to be, once again, touching on some important topics, but short, sweet, and to the point. So let's just get right in, shall we? I have to say the sugars have really lost it because now they are attacking Michelle and Barack Obama. And it's not racism they'll be crying about, but insecurity. This is what they wrote online, that Michelle Obama is jealous of Megyn. And that's why Kate is not a threat either. Reasonable Voice put this up. I thought it was so perfect. It boils down to you hate the Markles. You're not allowed to just dislike them. You don't disapprove of them. If you can't claim racism, you claim jealousy. It's the same language over and over again. And Miss Print pointed out Michelle is jealous of Megyn because it was Michelle who went to Princeton and Harvard, who is a licensed attorney, who was the president's wife, FLOTUS for 8 years. She was listed as the most admired woman of 2018. And it was Michelle Obama that authored 2 books that sold over 2 million copies. Yeah, I think the sugars need to reevaluate. Of course, now the stories are coming out that Megyn is furious with the Obamas because essentially they've let it be known that they're backing the royal family. Let's be honest, people. Megyn thinks, it's in the article, and I agree, she feels that her presence at the birthday party would have let the royals know that she and Harry have been fully embraced by the VIPs. So, and of course, that's just not happened. You know, we know that the Obamas have been several times to visit the Queen, and last October, Barack Obama made a point of supporting Prince William's new launched Earthshot Prize. And what that makes you wonder is, since the Obamas have taken this stand, who else now is going to go, you know what? I'm going to take that stand too. At the same time that the Obamas have essentially snubbed them, Megyn's seen according to this article, an 18.6% monthly decrease in searches. That is basically her popularity is dropping. People aren't really Googling her anymore. At the same time, the Duchess of Cambridge, she went up by 50% in searches, and she received almost double the number of searches in May of 2021. And the word royals saw a 133% trend increase over the last 12 months. So essentially what it comes down to is her attacks on the royal family have not hurt the royal family. As a matter of fact, her stuff is trending down. The rest of them are trending up, which just goes to show that most people have a brain. So yes, it's come out that the only way Harry and Megyn's brand will survive is if they remain popular. And right now they are trending downward. People are so sick of their sob story and their whining and they're complaining. You know, they're multimillionaires and they're complaining about nourishing people, but they don't give any of their own money. It's money that's given to them through their foundation. The two of them actually haven't lifted a finger to help anybody. And this 40 by 40 initiative that she stole from Nelson Mandela, where she's sitting at a desk asking other people to mentor, once again, she's not doing anything. So their popularity is on the way down. I also want to say, as far as U.S. celebrity goes, they value their privacy and being discreet. And this is something that Harry and Megyn don't know how to do. Having watched the way they've treated their family and how they ghost their friends and turn on their friends, people really just don't want any part of them. After all, you become friends with them, you get ghosted, and then God knows what will be said about you, really. With all of this being said, you have to look at Oprah's relationship with the Obamas. She was very vocal when they were on the road and he was running for president. Here's a picture of them while they're on the road trying to get him elected. Apparently, this article from 2014 that I found shows that as soon as the Obamas were in the White House, they snubbed Oprah Winfrey. And Oprah was saying she thought Michelle was jealous of her. And that she felt that once they got into the White House, that somehow they owed her because Oprah helped them get there. So right after, apparently, Barack was elected, Oprah had a private dinner with them. She attended several of the inauguration balls. She went to the White House, but that was the last time that she was there. Oprah claimed that Obama promised her, special access to the White House and, things to help her network. But instead, supposedly, Obama snubbed Oprah after he got into his job. And according to the article, it's quote unquote slowly dawned on Oprah that the Obamas had no intention of keeping their word and bringing her into their confidence. And she was hurt and angry and said she knows how to hold a grudge and she's never going to make up with them. Oprah refused to campaign for his re-election, although she did say on national television that she was 100% behind them. She absolutely refused to go out on the campaign trail again. You should also know that the month before the re-election campaign, Oprah attended a $35,800 a plate fundraiser for the president at Tyler Perry's home in Atlanta, Georgia. And I have to say, I have been unable to locate any current photos of Oprah with the Obamas. There's plenty on the campaign trail and right after he was elected, but none since then. Very interesting. So where is this all going, you might ask? Well, I just found it interesting that Oprah Winfrey was one of the people who received a birthday party invitation for Barack Obama's big 60th birthday that they had at Martha's Vineyard. You won't see any pictures of her, however, because she decided not to attend because of the Delta variant of the coronavirus and how quickly it was spreading in that area. But at least she got an invitation. Let's move on to our next story. Thomas Markle gave another interview. I feel so sorry for this man. He looks so pitiful. And according to him, Megyn, we all know she's been lying. She's been caught multiple lies. But according to him, she did not lie until she met Prince Harry. I'm sorry, I find that a little hard to believe. He said the last time he spoke to her was when he was laying in the hospital from having his heart attack. And he says he hasn't spoken to her since. He said she's changed, that his daughter was a much more giving, loving person than she is now. Now, when he was asked about the Oprah interview, he said, flat out, she lied. He said she's been lying for years, on and off. He pointed out when she lied about the Archbishop marrying them in the backyard. He goes, who the heck lies about that? And when asked if she always had the capacity to lie, he said, nope, this is new, just since she met Harry. So right off the bat, Harry's the bad guy. I have to say, I think that's going to be the theme when their marriage finally breaks up. The sugars are all going to go with Megyn and Harry's going to get dumped on horribly. Now, we all know from seeing her interview with Rachel Ray that took place several years ago and a lot of things that she said that actually she has been a liar all along. I just think her dad didn't want to see it. He let us all know about the flowers he sent, which we already knew. And he said he wished her a happy birthday and brighter days ahead. But of course, he never heard back from her. We all know those flowers went right into the trash. He pointed out that Lily and Archie are small children. They're not politics. They're not pawns. They shouldn't be part of a game. And he should be allowed to see them. Obviously, Megyn's never going to let that happen. This man's health is failing, and I have a sneaking suspicion that when he dies, she'll put out some sort of statement to try to garner sympathy. She'll probably send a wreath with a calligraphy card on it. She'll let everybody know what the flowers signify, and she'll try to milk it for all it's worth, because for her, everything is about publicity, not family. I have to say I agree with what the Salty Duchess said. The fact that Thomas keeps deflecting blame for Megyn's behavior onto Harry, I think he's been doing that her whole life. I think that's why she is the way she is. She's never had to take accountability for anything she's ever done. Daddy's always made excuses for her. I honestly think that this comment is spot on. I have one more bit of information for you that I thought you'd find interesting. Megyn Kelly went on TV with Dan Wooten, and she was asked about Prince Andrew and what she thought of the situation. I'm going to put the link in the box down below, and what you do is go forward to, I believe it's 13 minutes and 25 seconds. If you want to hear what she said, it's only 3 minutes long, but here's the crux of it. Megyn Kelly gave a good example in a book that this girl was writing, in an original draft that she was writing. She vividly remembers spending her 16th birthday partying with Jeffrey Epstein. Then it came out that she didn't even know Epstein until she was 17. And she wasn't having sex with people for money until she was older than that. She might even have been 18 at that time. And if she, in fact, took money for sex when she was 18, then that means what she did was illegal. See, this is why you shouldn't pick sides until you hear all the evidence. I'm putting the link up. Go watch it. It's pin update time, and as you can see, he's sitting in the opposite chair staring at Toodles the cat, who once again has taken his spot. Now, here's what happened when he found Toodles in the spot. Oh, Finn, did he take your spot? Toodles. No. This is a much longer than usual video, I know. Thank you guys for sticking in there. So, what do you think about all the information? What do you think about the Sugars turning on the Obamas, claiming that Michelle is jealous of Megyn? What do you think about the Obamas' friendship with Oprah? And what do you think about the fact that Google is showing that Kate and the royal family are trending up in searches, whereas people are kind of not really looking at Megyn Markle that much anymore? And what do you guys think about poor Thomas Markle? Ugh, he's so pitiful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future uploads. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget you can email me. Don't forget about my coffee fund. And as always, you guys, have a great day.